What's up, guys? It's Chellers, and welcome back to another episode of NHL 21 Franchise Mode with your Arizona Coyotes. So, in the last episode, we went through the year number 3 regular season, where we got a very interesting and disappointing regular season. We were very inconsistent, as you can see by record. We're 28, 27, and 7. So, very much barely above 500. Technically, if you add in our overtime losses, we are below 500. And we'll just do a quick recap looking at when the season started. As you can see, 2 losses with a win, then a loss, win, loss, win, win. We get a little winning streak going here. But then after that, the losses start coming in more more often than not. Very disappointing. Expected maybe President's Trophy from this team. But I don't know what's happening. I don't know, we couldn't figure out the problem really. I was thinking, maybe it's goaltending. I was looking into some goalies we could trade for, but I'm like, well, it can't be because Kemper won the Vezina last year. So if we go to our other lines, looking right here on our defense, the problem is clearly our second and third pairing. As you can see, we'll look at Chychrun and Montour, plus 12 for Chychrun and plus 14 for Montour. So they're both playing really well together. Montour only 20 points, but again, he's more defensively, whereas Chychrun is the 44-point man. Byram and Ristolainen are not terrible, but not great. As you can see, Byram's -2, and Ristolainen is 0. Now the thing is, Byram only has 9 points, whereas Ristolainen also has 32 points in 62 games, which isn't bad, but I'm guessing Byram took it to be more of that defensive man, and you look at his defense, he's a 5-star with 91 defensive awareness. Now, I think maybe Ristolainen wasn't the greatest choice, because he fits well on every line, every pairing. Not amazing, but not bad. I think more his offensive stats aren't that great. As you can see, his accuracy and his shooting is not high, it's 81 each. His offensive awareness is only 87, and his passing is only 88. I think if you would have a guy that has in the 90s for those stats, then maybe they would do a lot better because Byram will be more of a defensive man. Unless he really grows into his offensive stats, but so far it doesn't look like it. Soderstrom, same with him. Look, he only has 85 offensive awareness with 81 passing. He's 81 overall, which is good, but look at that, -13 playing alongside of Edler, who's a -11. Now, the problem with them is the same thing, They're both, pretty decent defensively. Soderstrom is better defensively. It's more, they don't have that offensive power. Look at Edler's shooting stats. Alright, slap shot power, wrist shot power, 88 to 87 is not high, but it's also not terrible, but it's the accuracy, 76 and 78. Same with Soderstrom, 72 and 72 with the shooting is really low. I guess Soderstrom wants to become more of a defensive two-way defender. But then, again, the point is, we have to get an offensive two-way defender to play alongside of him. Same with Byram. Risto. Maybe we put Risto with Edler. Oh, sorry, not with Edler. Risto with Soderstrom. And maybe we could, a guy we trade for to play alongside of Byram, who's more offensive-minded. That's what I'm thinking of. Goalies, I think goalies is the right choice. We stay with Kemper. Yes, he's struggling this year, but if you look at last season, 926%, just was and 909 with us. I mean, clearly he's not playing well, but it could be also due to the fact, look at the shots. He's already at 1,300 shots, where he was at 1,350 in year 1. So yeah, he faced a lot of shots last time, but because I were to see high danger, no, I can't. But clearly he's not playing that well. So I'm thinking more it's due to the fact that it's a defense. The problem, if you look at his stats, he has really good stats. The problem might be because I'm thinking it's a defense. So we were looking at one of the big ones I was looking at was Dustin Byfuglien. But I mean, he has a really high trade value. We'll go to our trading block real quick just to look at his trade value. So we're gonna go look at where was he on again? I have to look for him again. Was he on CE or was on St. Louis? Was he not? Yeah, 86 Byfuglien. His trade value is below half. Again, look at this guy. Now he has 44.62 games, having really good season with 26 minutes of ice time. And look at this. He has 88 offensive points, but 90 passing. Much better than Ristolainen. Sorry about that. And also his shooting is much better than everyone else. So again, as a 1-year rental, he'd be a good option. But I want to look at two-way defenders on the player search. Then maybe we can try and get, if they have a decent contract, you could try and get on a permanent trade. So we're gonna go age. We're gonna put 27 as the max because I don't want to get too old older players if one long term. But 4-star minimum. Contract salary. I mean, we'll put. I'll put 8 million. Contract years out doesn't matter. Now, can I look at defense? Player role doesn't matter. Player type, two-way defender. Handedness doesn't matter. Again, I have to fix the age. So we'll put 27. And that's I have to redo the contract as well. So let's put, I'll put 8 million again. Now, I want his puck skills to be 4-star, his shooting to be 4-star, and his senses to be 4-star, right? Those are the top categories, right? Yeah, defense, physical, skating is all bottom. I want his passing. Did I pass it? Or it's an alpha. Oh, here it is. Passing to be at least 88 overall. So we'll put up to 88. And let's search. Is there how many defensemen come to mind? So we have a lot. Well, actually, no, we don't have that much. We have Heiskanen, Provorov, Dahlin, Shabbat, Hanifin are all pretty much unattainable. But we have Josh Morrissey, 6 years at $6 million, $6.25 million. I mean, he's 27 years old. It's a good age. Offense isn't the greatest, and he's averaging a lot of ice time. So same with him. He doesn't really fit in our lines. So maybe not. Maybe instead of a two-way defender, maybe we go for an offensive defenseman. How about that, guys? So we have Tony DeAngelo from the New York Rangers. He has 25 minutes. He only has 23 points, and he's a -3. That's not good. But anyone else? Not really. He has a pretty decent contract. Let's go on trade for the asset. We won't do the trade just yet, but let's just look at Tony DeAngelo. Where does he fit in terms of our thing? All penalty lines. Not really a great fit. But let's see the reason why. Is it because of him? Does he have a stacked defense? So I'd imagine he's playing with Trouba. Trouba is also a -3, and they're kind of in the same boat. Trouba doesn't really have the amazing passing ability, but his defense is really solid. So actually, you know what? It should kind of be... That's not that good. Fox is -7 also. Vatanen is there. He's -9. They're kind of struggling, Tony DeAngelo. Let me look at his actual in-game stats, like his advanced stats. He got 39 points, and he got 34 points. He's been a minus player every year in the simulating. 25 minutes of ice time. He hits 74 hits is not bad. Takeaways is okay. But honestly, I don't really see that good of an option. Let's look at Bufflin. I just want to see Bufflin's like actual stats. So he's a +18. You know that's good. 30 penalty minutes is pretty good as well. 10 power play points. He does get power play. A lot of ice time. And again, high giveaways, like takeaway. I think it's always been like this for defensemen. Like if we look at Chikrin on our side, I think he's going to be around that level as well. So we're going to look quickly. Chikrin. Go all the way to the end. Yeah, 50 takeaways. 50 giveaways to 23 takeaways. So they're kind of always like that. It's more forwards to look at. But I think, honestly, we should move on from Alex Edler. He has 1 year left on his deal, whether we keep him or not. We should move on from Edler. Maybe Bufflin is the guy we want to go for. I don't think Korpisalo is the smarter choice. We're looking at him to replace Kemper, but I'm like, I trust Kemper. You know, if the fans don't like that in Arizona and Phoenix or in Glendale, so be it. But I feel like Kemper, we should trust him. He won the Vezina last year. Let's go into the trade deadline and let's try and make a move for Dustin Bufflin. So we'll enter the trade deadline and we'll quickly quickly go to Dustin Byfuglien. Is he in the top 10? No, he's not. So let's go to proposed trade. We gotta make sure. Actually, wait. How about Ryan Ellis? How old is Ellis? Can I not look at his? I have to click on him actually. This can be a good one actually. 32 years old. That's not great, but he has 38 points. No, he has tons of ice time. Again, look, he's really balanced. Defensive pairing 3. Okay. No, I'm not trading away my 2024 first round pick. Well, let's just go quickly for Byfuglien. All right. So, wait, is he off the trade block now? Wow, Byfuglien is off the trade block. Interesting. So now, what is there? If I can get Byfuglien, let me look at all teams again. So what are my options then? Any defensemen that are pretty solid. There's Corpusalo. I don't want to fully join. I don't want forwards. I think forwards are fine, honestly. It's more Hayden Fleury. Interesting. How old are you? Isn't he? He's 26, defenseman. I'm trying to like wait for the thing to load up. I actually have to go on him. So Hayden Fleury's on the block. 4 million on 1 year left. Minus 12. Again, same situation. His offensive stats aren't the greatest as a two-way defender. So I want to focus on more offensive-minded two-way forwards. Two-way defensemen, I mean. Jake Gardiner? Is he have 1 year left on his deal? I wasn't looking. Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to find out, huh? Because they just offered me a stupid trade. Jake Gardiner, 1 year left. 83 overall, top 4D. They want, what was it, a top goalie prospect? Was that what they're looking at? Let's look at Gardner's stats. Again, like, he's pretty decent on offense. Minus 11. Carolina is just struggling this year. Where are they? They're 25-20 to 9. They're like pretty similar both to us. Let's just keep looking. Taves. Keith. You know what? 1 year left of Duncan Keith wouldn't be the end of the world. You know, getting that veteran poise. How good are his stats? 5.5 mil. I don't really care about the retaining, but he has 31 points. In 21 minutes of ice time. He has a really high passing. He fits in all defensive pairings. Plus 12, like, he is pretty good. Actually, I would not mind trading for Duncan Keith. And I don't mind even, like, retaining, like, they could take the salary. I don't need the salary. So this will make it even better for us because, well, I mean, if I could be able to do this in time, let's just go quickly to Chicago. I think Duncan Keith might be the main guy. We'll keep looking quickly. I want to scan over it really fast, but Duncan Keith's the best option so far. Colorado, nope. Nyquist, Giordano, 1 year left, but I believe didn't fit in any defensive pairings when I checked last time. Nick Leddy has 4 years left. Don't really want that. Same with Ekholm, who has 4 years left. Clefbaum has 1 year left. Shattenkirk has 1 year left. Those are two good options. Anyone else? Okay, so let's look at Clefbaum and Shattenkirk. So, oh my god, again, can I just edit? Let me just edit the trading block. I'm fed up. I honestly, I keep getting offered trades in the middle of these stupid things. Like, I just want to, like, be able to do a pick in time, like, do a trade without getting interrupted, and it's so annoying. EA has to really fix that. Because it really pisses me off. Honestly, I'm just, like, trying to make a trade, and then I get offered a trade by, like, a random team for players I don't want to give up. And then it's like, oh, well, now I have to completely go back to the team, reset everything. Oh wait, do you want to do the trade again? Well, let's just offer you the same teams and offer you the same trade. But something else is different. Like, come on, I rejected the first time. Like, get the message, right? EA, like, come on. At least don't make me have to restart all my stuff, right? So let's go now. It should work. Wasted a bit of time, but it's okay. Kevin Shattenkirk. Let's see. I don't care about retaining salary. He has 29 points, minus 11 though. Really good offensive stats. He's an offensive defenseman, but doesn't really fit in our lines. Let's check Clefbaum. So Oscar Clefbaum also has 1 year left. He has only 16 points and a lot of ice time. So again, same with him. Look at his offensive stats. Not that great. So I'm not really interested in that. Let's go back. So Florida, nope. Seth Jones would be great, but 6 years out, 10 million. I don't really want that. Darnell Nurse, who we had the option of signing. How is he doing this year? And I mean, I imagine they're playing together, right? Nurse and I don't know, he's probably playing with Dowdy. He's an even plus minus. Again, look at his stats aren't that great. I don't know what it is, but I can't find a two-way defender that just has all-around good stats. Rask, McCabe, Joint to Foley out to CU, all forwards. There's Ellis for Nashville. 5 years left, though. On a permanent deal, it's not bad, but I mean, look at his trade value, sky high. Islanders, anybody? Nope. Rangers, no. Ottawa, no. Again, looking real quick, trying to go by fast. We want to make sure that Keith doesn't get traded. So we had Dumoulin as an option, but I think more of a bigger trade would make more sense. Carolina traded Fast and Riddick to Nashville for Zach Sanford. Interesting. Vlasic, too many years left. Toronto has Sandin, and like Sandin would be great. So if you look at his stats, actually let's look at his stats. 87 and 88, which is pretty solid. He's 22 years old. Like, he's pretty decent, but I mean, look at this. He's an RFA, so we can't even use him. He's a plus 21 last year with 24 points. Like, he's a pretty solid guy, but I would trade for him if I was able to use him. But I'm not. So maybe in free agency after this year, we might make a move for Rasmus Sandin. Let me look real quickly what he fits. Does he fit our lines? Or am I not even able to check because he's not scouted? I'm not even able to check him. Yeah, no scouts in the region. So maybe, like, this would be a risk, but I wouldn't mind maybe giving him an offer sheet. But again, that's in the future. We're thinking about the right now, the present. Anyone here? Pacioretty, no. Calvin DeHaan. 2 years left. He's 81 overall. Nah. Washington, no. Winnipeg, no. So let's go for Duncan Keith. All right. A nice veteran. A 3-time Stanley Cup winner. You could take the salary. I don't want the salary. I'll take on all the salary. If it gives me a better deal, I'll take on the salary because I can for 1 year. It's nothing really. The owner won't be too pleased, but whatever. So Duncan Keith. Now, what does? They're listed as a conservative buyer, so they want some actual roster players, right? Ristolainen, Corrado. We could give him Corrado. Right, a 2-way defender, balance, shoot, energy, block. He doesn't really wow me. Balance, like, he's a good overall. You know what? Maybe we don't. No, I don't think we should. Maybe Hedman we could give him. I wouldn't mind giving Hedman. Doesn't have that much potential. Do they want draft picks? Like, would they want a 2nd round pick? I could give a 3rd round pick. Would this work? Hedman and a 3rd for Duncan Keith. Yes, it does. All right, beautiful. So that's our big trade right there. We ended up getting Duncan Keith. We still have our 2nd round pick. So if you look here, offense is going to stay the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nothing to complain about, but nothing amazing. Defense now, we got an 83 overall Duncan Keith. He could probably play alongside of, honestly, anybody. We don't really have his scheme fit right now, but I believe he could fit anywhere. We could move on from Edler, but I'd rather just hold on to him. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be able to, I don't think anyone's going to want him. Like, I don't think we'll get anything from him. Let's just do a fine trade for Edler and see real quick. So let's go to defenseman. Alex Edler. And we'll just do any trade. Yeah, no trades found. So that's okay. I don't really mind. 1 year left. It's not like he's a hindrance. Now, should we go for a forward? If you look at Stats Central, and we'll look at our team stats. So Keller, Kessel, and Kubalik are together. The problem is Schmaltz, Puljujarvi, and who was the other one? Cousins, right? Is Cousins playing 2nd line? Minuses all across. 3rd line is minuses as well. Maybe we find a depth guy. We move one of these guys down to 4th line or whatever. So maybe we find a guy with 1 year left that's also an 83 or 92 overall. So let's look at teams in the other conference. Actually, it doesn't really matter. So any 1 year left guy. So Brett Ritchie, 78, not really useful. Coyle, who has 4 years left, I don't really want that. Radulov, playmaker, medium top 9. So Radulov's an option. A very low trade value. So let's look at Alex Radulov. How is he doing with Boston? So he's an 83 overall. He's doing pretty good, honestly. 31 points in 30 minutes of ice time. He doesn't have a fit. For example, let's look at a guy like Dylan Cousins, for example. What's his ice time? 14 minutes and he has 32 points. So he's doing like Radulov is doing pretty good, but he doesn't fit in our line. So that's not a good thing. So let's keep looking. But that's one option, not a great option, but it's one nonetheless. Jay Gardner, Eric Stahl, he's 82. He has pretty high trade value. I don't really want that. Fogle, 81 overall. I don't really want that. Alright, he's a power forward, top goalie prospect. Nah. Jonathan Taves, who has 1 year left, he'd have to retain from that Chicago. But where does Taves fit, and how is Taves doing? Because we can actually still afford him. Minus 24. Okay, never mind. I don't want him. Leave me alone. Timoshov's an 82 overall, and he's, how old is he? 26 years old. 1 year left. He's a playmaker. Let's look at Timoshov's stats. So, okay, he's minus 23 as well. Never mind. Leave me alone. So no one from there. How about Colorado? No. Again, just looking for forwards now with 1 year left. Sniper. We have Puljujarvi, we have Kessel, and we have Rasmussen. We could maybe move Rasmussen down to the fourth line. So let's look at Gustav Nyquist. 1 year left. He's a plus 16. He has 48 points in 62 games, and he's probably playing first line. Shooting is not the best. Skating is really good. Where does he fit? Penalty kill line 2, so that's not gonna work. Okay, we'll go to Dallas. Nick Leddy, Hornqvist, power forward, no. We don't really need a power forward. Andreas Janssen, another sniper who's 82 overall, 1 year left. Minus 5, 10 minutes of ice time though. 24 points, nah. So let's go to this. So I can probably could just use the right stick to look. So Coleman, minus 21. Koivu's a plus 1. But Koivu has 2 years left. I don't want that. LA. Okay, here. Tanner Pearson. He has very low trade value. He's a plus 3 with 29 points. Two-way forward. He's an option. Burakovsky has a lot of trade value. He's a minus 4. How about Tanner Pearson? For 1 year left, and he has a really low trade value. Where does he fit? Top 6 forward lines? No, we need more everywhere, right? We need third line, fourth line. Steen, Susi, Hutton, no. Drouin, 86 overall, but 1 year left, he has a really high trade value. Same with all of these guys, honestly. Connor Sheary, 81 overall, he has 27 points, plus 3. Where do you fit? This could be an option. What am I doing? There you go. Forward line 4. I could do that. Maybe Sheary is the guy we go for. Alright, so Connor Sheary, I think, is our number 1 option now. No more Radulov. How about, okay, so Ellis Moore, defenseman, no. We're going to go quickly now. 1 year left on Riley Smith. He's an 84 overall. Actually, why not go with him? What are his stats? Minus 6? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I need pluses. I need good guys with pluses on their plus minus. I don't want minuses. Sorensen, 3 years left. Pittsburgh, Zucker, minus 4, and he has a pretty decent amount of ice time. Kapanen is an even 50 minutes of ice time with 1 year left. He's doing pretty good. 80. Oh, that trade value is way too high. Never mind. Ryan Donato, 84 overall, minus 10. No. Frank Vetrano, minus 9. Carter, I don't want. Sandin is there. Engvall. No, he's also an RFA. So never mind for you. Verhage, 79 overall, no. Pacioretty still has... Oh, he has 1 year left, actually. Plus 12 with 32 points in 12 minutes of ice time. But his street value is high. I don't really see anything. I don't really see anything, honestly. Winnipeg, and that's it. Alright, so we'll just end the trade deadline there, honestly. I don't see anything we could really upgrade for. There was the guy from Montreal, but I'm like, you know what? I think we'll just stick with what we have. Matt Benning will decline you. So let's go to our edit lines. We couldn't move Edler, unfortunately, but that's okay. He has 1 year left on his contract anyways. Let's take him out for the big man, Duncan Keith. Hopefully he does well. So let's see what he fits. Same thing, pinch balanced. Alright, so where can we play him next to Byram? We could. Now, Ristolainen and Soderstrom are only getting a +1. But I think this might work better. So if we give Duncan Keith, he has really good offensive stats. If we put him with Byram, who's really good defensively, this might keep this going really well. Ristolainen and Soderstrom, again, maybe they might do good. If not, I mean, I could move Duncan Keith, and I can't. But I could move Byram up to the first pairing if I want to stack it some more. Ristolainen, I can't, unfortunately. I can't put Keith and Ristolainen. But let's try this out. For power play, does Keith fit over any of these guys? So let's take out Ristolainen and let's put Duncan Keith. It's the same situation, but I think he's going to be better off since he has a 90 passing. So we'll do that. We'll do the same over here. We'll take off Ristolainen and we'll put in... What's Montour's offensive ability? Not that great. We'll put Keith. So maybe they'll have a better power play guy we might do a bit better. So Keith actually likes the penalty kill as well. What's his defensive stats? Pretty good. So yeah, let's leave that aside. So hopefully I could get things going now. Alright, we're going to keep the lines as it is. Perfetti will be playing with Cousins and Puljujarvi on the second line. Dvorak will be playing with Getzlaf and Schmaltz. And Hayton will be playing with Rasmussen and Kraus. Now Rasmussen is a -12. We'll have to watch that. But let's hope that we could do well now that we got a better defenseman. And maybe we get some more offense and some better defense. So we'll just simulate at the end of February just to see these 2 games, see how we do. So we win in shootout 4-3, and then Edmonton we win 4-1. So good sign, or 2-0. We'll do 1 week at a time. So we'll go up until Monday every time. So San Jose, it's a must win. We lose in shootout, that's alright. Buffalo, we lose, we get shut out actually. Then LA, we win versus LA, we lose 6-3, so that's not good. Now we just played 5 or 6 games. First line is still like doing their usual. Now let me look at like Rasmussen. Did he drop in plus minus as well again? He's at a -13, so he went -1. Perfetti's a -6. I have to look at this. I have to look at Perfetti. I have to look at Schmaltz, who's a -5, and I have to look at Rasmussen. Now, how is Duncan Keith doing in his games that he played right now? -3, 1 point. Byram was at a 0. Was at a -2. He's at a -5 now. So they're not playing well together. So maybe we just go back to this. Maybe we we'll put Chikrin. We'll keep this as is, right? Because Chikrin's a +16. Montour is a plus. They're doing really well together. It's just finding the second and third pairing to get it going. So let's put Ristolainen and Byram back together, and let's simulate. We'll do day by day right now. We'll do it slowly just so we can see how things are working out. So one day, San Jose again, we win 6-1. Okay. So now let's look at the plus minus. So we saw Byram was at a -6. He's at a -4. So he went +2 that game. Riss was a -1. Keith, how did Keith do now? He was at a -3, so he went 0. He got an assist on that though. Offense, Rasmussen was at a -13. He's still at a -13. Nick Schmaltz was at a -4. Perfetti was at -6. All right, we'll do day by day because this is really, really close right now. We're in a playoff spot by 2 points with a game ahead. So we gotta keep winning versus our own division. That's what matters the most. So Pittsburgh, again, these are 2 games where we try and get at least 3 points from them. We win versus Pittsburgh, we win versus New York now. Simulated day. We lose. Is that a regular loss? Let me go because I don't really know if to tell from that side. It's a regulation loss. Okay. Now we're against our own conference. We have 2 games in our conference. We have to win these games. These are huge and very important games for us. So Nashville, we're away. We win 3-0. Nice. Now Dallas away again. We win 3-1. Okay. Things are looking good. Let me not, I don't want to go there. Let me look at the standings. So we're 3rd right now. A game ahead with 1 point. Looking good. Let's go to edit lines and see how our team is doing now. So Duncan Keith, he was at -3 with us before. He looks like he's still at a -3. And he has 4 points. So he is staying even. It's looking like he's getting power play points. Is it that? Are they all power play points? He has 2 power play points. Okay. Soderstrom grew to 82 actually. So now let's look. So Ristline's at an even. And Barham's is at a -2. So they're starting to play good together. Now, Schmaltz, -4 still. Rasmussen, -12. So you got a +1. Perfetti's a -4. He was always a -4, right? So they're just playing regular, the defense is doing a bit better. Toronto, we need to win versus Toronto now. Alright, out of the conference, but still, everyone is very important. Let's just look real quick at this. Do we have any guys scouted outside of the first round that are really good potential? Oh no, he's not, never mind. Any low elites? No, we have a grinder though, this guy almost low elite. Any gem bust that we found? Nope. So we'll simulate. So Toronto, this is big for us. We need to win this. They're a good team. We win 4-0. Alright, that's a huge win for us right now, okay? Edit lines. Again, I know I'm going really slowly and I'm keeping going on edit lines, but Perfetti still -4. We're going to keep looking at the same guys. So Schmaltz -3, so Schmaltz did better. And Rasmussen did really good. He's at a -9 now. Byram's at a -1. Risto's a plus now. Keith is also a plus. So we're starting to win games. We're playing really good right now. So maybe Edler was the problem. So now Vegas. Where is Vegas is fighting for playoffs right behind us. So we got to win versus Vegas, and we have a couple West Pacific games coming up. So we win for 1 versus Vegas. Does that put us on the brink? Right now we are 2nd with 80 points. So it's 75 points. 72 is that who's not in the playoffs? No, so 75 is not in playoffs. So 8, that's 16, 91 points right now would secure playoffs. And I don't think we get 91 points. Oh, well, we could, but it's going to be tough. We lose in regulation to the Islanders. That's not good. But now we're against Calgary, who's the best team in our... Are they the best team in the league? Yeah, they are. So I'm not expecting a win, but maybe if we get an overtime loss from them, we lose in regulation. So that's a pretty big drop right there. We dropped 4 points. We're still in the playoffs, though. We're still 4 points ahead of the San Jose Sharks. And that's still what we need, alright? Let's keep fighting, alright? Slowly, we have 6 games left. Vancouver. We win versus Vancouver. Okay, that's huge, alright? Now we're at 82 points. Still looking good. Again, who's not in playoffs? Ducks are at 77. So it's 77 points is out of playoffs. They have 6 games left. That's 12 points. 89 points will secure as of right now. So Nashville, another Western game. We win 2-1. Okay, that's huge. And Anaheim, is this our last Pacific game? No, we have Vegas. So Anaheim, they're fighting for playoffs. If we beat them, we basically clinch, no? We win in shootout. Did we clinch? No, we didn't clinch, but we're right there. We are right there. We could literally taste the playoffs right on our fingertips. I think honestly one day we sim, it's very hard for us to miss the playoffs. Winnipeg, we lose in overtime and that secures it, right? We made the playoffs, we have 87 points. Not really care about our next 2 games, so we'll just quickly sim them. Chicago and Vegas, let's just sim these last 2 games. Hopefully if we get to 40 wins, it'd be nice. And let's see, we lose and we win. So we get 40 wins, we beat Vegas. So that should be our, 82 points. So we actually we finished 1 point off of second. We got 3rd place in our division. So we're playing against Vancouver, we know that. And let's look at our team. Let's see how well our players improved. So Kessel, 38 goals. They're still doing good. They're not doing amazing. Kubalik was a -1. I believe it was a 0 the whole time. So hopefully, he's done growing, but 51. Hopefully, maybe if Puljujarvi gets better, He's an 85. He was a -3, but 51 points in the second line. 21 goals is nice to see that. Getzlaff 60 points. He did really well actually. Cousins 46 points. Not amazing, but not terrible. Whichever of them grows more between him and like if Cousins, who is a high top 6, he might be able to pass Kubalik. If he does, then we could put him next to Keller. Right? Yeah. Ristolainen actually finished with a +6. Duncan Keith finished with a +9. With us, how did he do? 5 points -3. So again, nothing to write home about. If you look at his ice time, he actually has a pretty decent amount of ice time, so whatever. Rasmussen was at a -12 when the thing started. He's at a -8. Montour +22. Perfetti was a -4 during usually the whole time was what it looked like. Byram had 12 points only. I'm really surprised on Byram. I don't know why he did so bad. I guess maybe it's because of Ristolainen, Ristolainen had 43 points. That's probably why. Chychrun finished with 57 points +20. Chychrun is really good. If his offensive awareness just get a bit higher, he could probably be getting like 10 to 15 power play points. But he's really good. And that's pretty much it. So Soderstrom -16. I think he was he always like that? I hope he wasn't. He was worse. I think he was always around that. He's an 82 overall. He's still growing. Now the thing is, did Kemper really get better? He did. Kemper and DiPietro both got better. They finished with a 901 and 900. Whereas when the sim started for the deadline, I believe they were at like 895 and 894. So that's really good to see. So our players did do better. No point per game player this year, but we did have two or three 30 goal scorers. I don't remember, but let's just keep simming. And we'll look now anyways. So we're against Vancouver in the first round. We'll do that in the next episode. But for now, let's look at how everyone did in the regular season. So 2 30 goal scorers, 2 20 goal scorers, 3 20 goal scorers, sorry. Very nice. Let's look at the entire league. So the Art Ross winner goes to Evgeny Malkin of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Very interesting. McDavid with 101 points. The Rocket Richard winner goes to Vladimir Tarasenko with St. Louis. Wow. Okay, good to see that. The best defenseman, or the most points in defenseman, John Carlson with 83 points, Pietrangelo with 73, Letang with 70. So probably going to go to John Carlson. I mean, better points, better plus minus, only worse goals, but much better assists. Ice time, same power play points more or less. Ice time, very similar. It should go to John Carlson. Goalies. So let's go minimum. We'll do minimum 40 games start, right? 40 games. So 20, 30, 40. So, most wins goes to Braden Holtby and Carter Hart. They share the most wins. Jack Campbell is actually right there for Toronto. Highest save percentage. Jacob Markstrom. So, your likely Vezina winner is going to be between these three. Jacob Markstrom, Braden Holtby, and Carter Hart. Most shutouts, it looks like... Oh, Antti Ranta actually. So, we traded Ranta to St. Louis and... right? Or did he... No. Did he sign with St. Louis? Let me look at his stats. I can look at his stats, right? No, he's into Colorado. Yes, into Colorado. He signed with St. Louis in free agency. And he actually has the most shutouts. Interesting. But he doesn't have the highest save percentage. Really weird. And, we'll look at, before we do that, actually, let's look at rookies. So the most points at rookie is actually Morgan Frost. With 57 points in 82 games. So he's probably going to be your Calder winner. Unless a rookie goalie played. Which there wasn't. So actually, what I want to do real quick is look at Kemper. I want to see how many shots did he face. So Kemper faced, this year he faced, where is it? 1,645 shots. Last year he faced 1,997 shots, saves. Sorry, he faced 1,825 shots. And but last year he faced 2,100, so he faced 300 less shots this year, but finished with a much worse save percentage, which is really interesting. Now he did play 6 less games, so that's taken into account. So maybe last year was just pretty much a fluke for him. Maybe we should have traded while his value was at his highest, but again, that doesn't really make sense. He's still an 87 overall. If he does well for us this playoffs, again, I have to keep him. But Kemper's great, honestly. Well, not great, but he did his job. He really improved after the deadline. We'll look at progress reports and we'll end the episode there. So, progress reports. Did anyone get some good, nice growth? So, Kessel, statistical growth. He is still growing, technically. Getzlaff is declining. He's an 82 now. He is definitely meant for the third line. Perfetti is growing. I'd imagine once he really gets better, then we'll start seeing a bigger improvement from our team. Dustin Brown's a 70. That's okay. We don't play him. Kubalik, a lot of statistical growth. Chikrin is an 88. And again, same with him, statistical growth. Not really natural. Same with Kemper, I'd imagine. He's actually declining naturally, but his statistics are improving it technically. Soderstrom got some natural growth. Good to see that. His offense awareness went up. Good. Schmaltz. Growth from him. Duncan Keith. I imagine some decline. Yep, some slow decline. Actually, statistical decline for Puljujarvi. Interesting. He's an 85 overall. Rasmussen. Same with him. Statistical decline. And that's pretty much it. Let's look at the system. So our guys, so Gunther's a 77 overall. Did anything really improve? His shooting is not bad, but it's not great. I think maybe if he doesn't grow that much this offseason, I think he might need another season in the minors. No, he's playing the OHL, right? Or the WHL, sorry. So that's our big guy right there. Is anyone else? Corrado's a 71, so he's slowly growing again. Nothing special just yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So Gunther is growing nicely. Our team is still doing well. I don't know why I switched to AHL, but there you go. We'll end the episode there. We'll look at Vancouver's team the next episode. We'll go through the entire playoffs, no matter how far we go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for some more content. And I'll see you guys soon.